Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. So today's video is going to be how to make a armor crafter. And by armor crafter, what I mean is you put in the materials and it crafts whatever you want or what you have set to. But as per usual guys, here is going to be your resource list. And let's get into it, shall we? Okay guys, so for step one, make your frame like so. Have a chest, make sure it's a double chest so that way you can have a section sticking out. Make this either a stair or slab on the final version. Have a lamp right here and have a stone block right there. Now once you have that, make another wall. And what this one's going to go ahead and do is it's just going to be your item frame section. So go ahead and put whatever you want here. Then put 4 item frames around it. Do helmet, chest plate, iron leggings, and iron boots. The one you put right here does need to be your first one. It's not this one. Yes, I know I made the helmet last, but I felt like this way of looking at it was a lot better. Once you have that done, go ahead and come over 2 blocks. Then fill this in. Leave this slot open. Come over 1 more. Then put a pillar. And put in your chest. And there you have it guys. Step 1. Okay, once you have that sorted out, go ahead and come down here. Make sure this is 5 long. So go like so. Once you have this worked out, then put a dropper on the end. And once you have that worked out, go ahead and put a comparator and a repeater and a block. And yes, if you're thinking this is going to lock that hopper, it will, but it won't permanently, because once this empties, this turns off and that hopper unlocks. So if you don't have stacks upon stacks, you will be fine. And this just tells you when this is empty. Next, go ahead and punch a hole. Then put soul sand. And right here, 1 block above the dropper, you want to become 6 high. And this side you really want it to come 4 high because you need a hopper right here. Make sure the hopper's facing that way. Then go ahead and encase the water. Go ahead and put in your water, and this is just going to be a item elevator. Close it up. Then once you have that done, go ahead and dig down here, put a comparator. Then dig down here, put a piece of redstone dust, then go down 1 further, put a repeater, and do a comparator as well. Turn the front light on, then set it to the point where it flashes on and off. Then come up here, have this block right here. Get your glass block. Put it right there so that way you can put a piece of redstone feeding into the dropper right there. And once you have that, then bring this out. One good way to measure this is see where this is, because this is going to come straight back into your crafting system. So to make this sure this is perfectly lined up, This is going to be where your first crafter is going to be. So then go ahead and give it one more space. Second crafter, one more space. Third crafter, one more space. Fourth crafter. And this is going to be where your last and final hopper is going to be. And so once you do that, just go ahead and have all of your hoppers linking into that system right there. And then your last one, you can have just facing downwards, because this is gonna go straight down to the circuit if it reaches the end anyways. And I'll show you why that happens later. Okay guys, so for this next step, go ahead and find your item frame. Come down here, this is gonna be where your item frame is gonna be located. Put a comparator. Put a block that feeds into, and one more after that. Now, the reason why we have it like this is because each of these in-betweens also give off a signal strength. So that's why they separated one apart. This is going to be where your first crafter is located. So empty space, crafter, empty space, crafter, empty space, final crafter. Go ahead and fill in your redstone. Then put in a target block, because this will redirect said redstone. Then on top of each one, have a sticky piston. Then put a hopper right there facing outward. It's going to come directly down these lines when this has been activated. Then once you have this circuit, on the last three, go ahead and put in an extra block below your target blocks, and on the first three, one block below where your pushed out hopper is going to be, you need to have a torch. And what this system will do is when this is activated, it will cancel out all these other ones. When this is activated, it'll only cancel out these two. When this one's activated, it'll only cancel out these two. And when this one's the only one activated, it's first up in the line, so that's where it's going to go. So go ahead and put a torch. Now, each one of these systems is unique, but they all start with a repeater. Oh, okay, so the last one does not need one. I was so confused there for a second. Okay, so for the last one, go ahead and put down a redstone torch like so. Then put down a glass block. And this I'll show you very later on why glass blocks down here matter. This then turns that off, and that allows that to be pushed out and work properly. This next one is a little bit different because it needs a little bit different of a circuit. So you want your normal block back. Then go ahead and put down your redstone torch. Grab down your glass block again. Put that right here. And then make sure this one and this one's a target block. And what that'll do is that will redirect the signal into that one and not interfere with this one at all. And then this one's a little bit different of a process. Still a little bit of the same approach behind it though. You're still gonna have your torch. Have your torch come out like so. Except for this one, it's just gonna come straight out. And go ahead and go into that one. And that, guys, is that part of the circuit. But in this part, I'm also going to include the crafter circuit. So we're going to go ahead and have the chest plate turned on. And then go ahead and put your crafter. Now, these crafters need to be positioned in a very specific way for the item collection system. So first one needs to be facing this one, so does the third one. Second and fourth one need to be facing this way. Show you what you mean, or what I mean here in a second. So as you can see, this faces inwards, this faces inwards. Duplicate on that side. So go over here, switch over to your boots. Or again, you can make this any one of the armor sets. Just make sure your crafting setup is correctly corresponding to the item frame. Okay, and as you see, this one's currently on, so it has had all these ones turn on, which means no items will go into these hoppers because they're locked, so that's how that system works. And then if you switch it back to its original position, all of them turn off. Well, all of these turn off, these allow them to turn back on if one's pushed out. Then go ahead and put a comparator off the end of each one. Go like so. And then make sure the light is turned on for each one of these. Then once you have that achieved, go ahead and put down a repeater on the end of each one. This is going to help with another circuit. It's just going to bypass a circuit so that way you don't have issues later on. Next, go ahead and put a crafter right here. Go ahead and put a comparator, redstone dust, that way it feeds into both of them. Then have kind of a looping circuit like so. Then have redstone dust come up and over. And repeat onto the other side. Now, it doesn't matter which way this one faces because it's just part of the mechanics. It's not actually crafting anything. Okay, now, the next step you need to do in this, you need to do one more step before we move on, is you need to lock slots. So, find whichever one you put where, find which slots you need locked for it, and go ahead and lock your slots in. For your back ones, you just need to lock every single slot but one. So for mine, this is the chestplate slot. So I just need to lock this one because the chestplate uses all these spaces for crafting. The legs, go ahead and use these slots for crafting. The boots, you kind of want to have like a T of locked slots because they use these slots for crafting. And the helmet uses these ones. And that, guys, is the end of that step. Okay, guys, for the final step, this is going to be this collection system. So, come down here. And yes, you need a hopper in front of it, because sometimes if you don't, then when it spits out the item, it lands right here. You also can't block this because you need this circuit right here. So make sure this bottom line is facing this way, and that's why glass blocks are here, so that way it doesn't lock any of the hoppers. Go ahead and have the same thing happen on this side. Come down. Then once you have that happen, come over with your hoppers. Then go ahead and put a dropper right here. Put a hopper right there. Put a hopper that's feeding into this. Put a comparator, redstone dust, repeater, redstone dust, and block. And then decorate it however you want to. But guys, that's pretty much the entire system of how this works. Okay guys, so we are back up with the thumbnail. The second time I'm recording this part because I made a stupid mistake the first time, and I'll explain that here later. But as you can see, this is the exact same system I showed you how to make earlier. Exact same components and everything. Still a water column. So, say I wanted to go ahead and make a diamond chest plate. Make sure you have the appropriate amount of materials before you think something's wrong with the machine and stop your recording. That's totally not exactly what just happened to me. But go ahead and put in your materials. As you can see, this turns on, turns off when it's empty of the chest. Then goes through the whole system and spits out a diamond chest plate. And just give it a second and it will be here. See? Diamond chest plate. Then it's not just good for diamond stuff. Say we wanted to do leather boots. Go ahead and put in 4 leather. And voila. Again, this works for anything but netherite, because netherite you need the upgrade template for, not a crafting table for. But there you have it, guys. Hope you have a good rest of your day.